Hi there. So it has been a little while again since my last video that I made. I had Lapband surgery. It's been about 4 years ago now. It was 4 years ago as of June 19th. And please, forgive my very over-the-top makeup today. Obviously, as you can see, I'm wearing my smock, but Sephora is my part-time job. I've been working there for almost 3 years now, and it is like rebel eye, as well as, so like you can see that like I have like a super smoky eye going on, and then I've got I think it's like National Lipstick Day or something, so I attempted an ombre. For those of you who may like be friends with me on Facebook, probably already know that I felt super excited like 2 weeks ago because I achieved an ombre lip. Today, not so much. Like I tried to do a Tiffany green and a blue, but it just kind of meshed into a teal. But anyway, either way, that's why I've got this very over-the-top lipstick and eye on today. So I just wanted to do another check-in. You know, I try to do these once in a while. I don't really have a lot to add, which is why there hasn't really... My hair looks kind of dumb. Anyway, which is why there really hasn't been any updates lately. Or, you know, why I go so many months in between, because I don't feel like I have anything necessarily positive to report or new to report, just in terms of weight loss or you know, exercise or food or anything like that. So that's generally why I'm just not like checking in too often. But I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I know that I needed to check in. One, because I have to keep myself accountable to myself. In addition to that, I think that it's important for folks who are on this journey of Lapband, or who may be on the journey of Lapband or a weight loss surgery sometime in the future, you know, to know what it's all made up of. You know, some of us are very, very successful. And I say successful when I use the term successful in terms of what is the number on the scale, okay? That's what I mean in regards to some of us are successful and some of us are less so, okay? I don't think that necessarily captures the success or otherwise the number that's on the scale, but I think that it's what most of us pay attention to. So on my last check-in, I think that I weighed in at about 202. And I think that was in May of this year. It is now July 30th, and I'm weighing in at 220 pounds and 6 ounces. I don't remember if I said this in my last video or not, but it's kind of how I feel. Do you guys remember when like Britney Spears shaved off all of her hair at like the I don't know, wherever it was, she shaved off all her hair out, and she went after the paparazzi with like an umbrella, and she was like, had this like crazy look on her face and everything. And I mean, I know like me looking at that, I was like, whoa, that girl is out of control, like yikes, you know? And I think that's kind of how I feel, and maybe why I've been hesitant to make this video, because I do kind of feel like it's almost the same thing. Like I've gained back, what is it, 40, 60, 55 pounds, 60 pounds in the last, since April of 2013. So it's been, you know, it's been over 3 years. I took off all my weight. I was 145 for just a couple of days, but it was in April of 2013. And now I'm back up. I'm back up. I can tell what I would like to focus on. I would like to focus on my successes, right? My successes are, I don't eat full meals at a restaurant. Don't do it anymore. I just don't do it. In fact, my husband and I will share. My son and I will share. It's just the way that it is. We don't eat really fried foods anymore. Like, I mean, you maybe like fried foods, let's say like once a month, right? But what I don't have is I don't have a rounded or balanced diet, and I never have. I don't like to eat fruit. I don't eat a lot of vegetables. You know, it's just the way it is. But primarily what I think has led to my gaining weight back is drinking alcohol. Now, I went back through some of my other videos and I watched them, and I realized that every time that I would drink alcohol, be it wine or, you know, like mixed drinks or whatever I was drinking during my weight loss, I would always either stay the same weight or I would gain weight. And that's what I have been doing. I'm finding that, like, I think I just have an addictive personality. And that's something that I have to work through. It's something that I am currently working through with my psychiatrist. I think I'm probably also going to have to get a therapist because, you know, whatever, we all have our things, right? I have been at about 220 now for a few weeks. I don't know if I'm going to gain more. Don't know if I'm going to lose more. I don't know. Obviously, I would like to say that I think so. So, I mean, like that I would think that I would like to say the same or lose some. And so I would imagine that normal people would be like, well, then fucking do it. But it's not that simple. You know, it's not that simple. And I don't know why it's not that simple. I don't know why I don't just get up and go, but I don't. But what I have to learn to do is accept myself for who I am. I have to be okay with whatever size jeans I'm wearing. I have to be okay with the days that I want to have 5 Colorado Bulldogs with vodka and days that maybe I don't want to. I've got to be okay with Lindsay who wants to eat chicken McNuggets from McDonald's and Lindsay who wants to eat a salad. And that's what I'm struggling with, and that's what I've got to focus on. You know, I think that during my weight loss, I became addicted to the weight loss itself, to the number that was on the scale, to walking around my neighborhood, to the attention that I was receiving. And I received a lot of it. And I'm a married woman, and I've been married for, 17 years now, but a little attention from the opposite sex ain't always a bad thing. And I think that there is, for a long time, my addiction was food, and then it became other things. And so now I am trying to work through, okay, what is my next addiction? Right now, I think it's alcohol. And I think that that's something that I, as an adult, have to work through. And I've got to figure out, how to stop that, how to just stop it, Lindsay, stop being such an asshole. But it just isn't that easy, and that's what I'm working through, though. That is, and so I've scaled back on it, on the alcohol. But what I don't need is for something else to replace it, and that is what I'm working on from a therapy perspective, if that makes any sense. Anyway, again, my weight is 220.6. I'm 5'5". I started out at 287, so I am still significantly down from what I was. I don't eat candy. Rarely eat cookies or anything. I don't have them in the house. I don't keep chips in the house. So, like, from that perspective, I am going to say that I feel like I am winning. But I'm also I'm just constantly fighting battles. Some of them I lose, some of them I win. And I have to take, I've got to take comfort in the battles that I win on days when I win them. And maybe it's only an hour, but things are stressful. I did find out that I am losing my job. I found out a couple months ago that I'm losing my job that I've had for about 12 years now. It'll be either at the end of this year, the latest is going to be March of next year. And that is really, really scary. It's really fucking scary, actually. But I found out a couple months ago, and I'll be okay. I'll find something else, and it's going to be fine. And our boys are older now, and I don't need to stay at home like I did at one point. My husband still has his job. He's been at it for like 17 years now. But I grew up in that job. Like, I've learned to be an adult in that job. I was like 25 when I started that job, and I'm 37 now. So, things are stressful. Things are scary, and I've got to figure out a way to deal with the stress and the frustration and the challenges in life, not by putting a cookie in my mouth, not by putting vodka in my mouth, but figuring out a way to, from a healthy perspective, to be like, okay, great, let's go for a walk. Sometimes I work from 7 a.m. until like midnight, because my job is really busy, even though I'm going to be losing it. Like, if it were one of my friends, they'd be like, dude, if that was a boy, like, I think he's going to drop you, when he finds something better, so I think it's kind of like that. But I've got to figure out a way to deal with it as an adult, and haven't learned to do that yet, but I am working on it. As far as my weight goes, I don't feel like I have as bad. My eating has changed a lot. It's changed tremendously, and for that, there's a win there. For the rest of it, and as far as maybe not being able to get into a size 10 anymore, well, maybe I shouldn't have been there in the first place. I don't know, but I'm still working on it. Anyway, I hope that you all are having a great day, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.